Hi, it's Miss Abigail from the Children's Department at the Fletcher Library. I am very excited to be with you today for this part of the Summer Reading Club video series. Super excited because I get to do something today that I normally don't, and that is tell stories for older kids. As much as I love all of my little ones, I do enjoy telling stories with older kids and usually don't get to. So now today I do. We are going to go on a journey across the Atlantic Ocean to a country called Germany, which is located in Europe. I have a map here. So this is the country of Germany. We are headed to an area surrounding the town of Bremen. And Bremen is right here on the map. It's a little tiny dot, but it's there. It's in the northwest corner of Germany, and it's very close to the North Sea. The story that we're going to do today is called the Bremen Town Musicians, and it was originally recorded by the Brothers Grimm in one of their fairy tale collections. It just might be one of my favorite tales that they've told. If you're looking at some of our Summer Reading Club graphics, you also might see the Bremen Town Musicians in those. I was super excited to see them myself. So without any further ado, we're going to go back in time a little bit, and we're going to go to the area near Bremen for the Bremen Town Musicians, as told by Miss Abigail. So once upon a time, there was a donkey. He was a very old donkey, and he wasn't very much good for work. He couldn't haul heavy loads anymore, and his master decided to sell him. Donkey wasn't doing him any good. So the donkey happened to overhear the conversation and ran away from home. He set off pell-mell down the road and decided that since he thought, a rather nice singing voice, he would go to the town of Bremen to be a town musician. So off he went down the road. Right. He's going to have more friends, so we'll put him on the flannel board. He hadn't gotten very far down the road when he heard an old hound dog wailing and wailing. "What's the matter, dear friend?" asked the donkey. "I'm too old to hunt, and I can't chase away thieves, so my master wants to get rid of me," wailed the dog. "But you have a very fine singing voice," said the donkey. "I am headed down the road to Bremen to become a town musician. Why don't you come with me?" So the dog decided to follow the donkey down the road. Soon after that, they met a cat who had many battle scars and was missing part of its tail too. And the cat was meowing very sadly. "What's wrong, friend cat?" asked the donkey. "I am too slow to catch mice, and my mistress wants her son to put me in a sack and throw me in the river." "Oh my goodness," said Donkey. "How horrible. But you have a rather fine singing voice. We're going down the road to Bremen to become town musicians. Why don't you join us?" The cat thought and decided that he would follow along. So a little further on down the road, the three animals heard a rooster crowing. Now, if you know anything about roosters, they usually crow when it becomes light outside, when dawn's breaking, the sun's rising. Well, it was the middle of the morning, and this rooster was crowing. So they said, "What's wrong, friend rooster? And why are you crowing, even though it's so late in the morning?" "My mistress has told the cook to chop off my head and serve me for dinner," said the rooster. So I'm crowing while I still have a chance. Well, the dog and cat and I are headed to Bremen to become town musicians, said the donkey. You have a rather nice singing voice. Why don't you join us? So, because it was a long way, the rooster hopped up on the donkey's back, and all four of them set off for Bremen. Well, they walked throughout the day, and finally, it was starting to get a little bit dark out, and the animals were all tired. They saw a house not too far off the road, so they decided to go over and investigate. Well, the windows were up too high for the donkey to be able to see in. So the dog hopped up onto the donkey's back. He couldn't see in either. So the cat took a running leap and jumped up on the dog's back. Cat couldn't see in either. So the rooster flew up, landed on the cat's back, and was able to see in the window. All the other animals kept guard. They all said, "What do you see, friend rooster?" Do you know what the rooster saw? Do you? It's not necessarily a good thing. The rooster saw a table with sacks and jars and big piles of gold. And there were also, there's only one here, but there were 4 bandits all around the table. They were counting their loot. The animals decided, well, maybe, just maybe, that these gentlemen would give them a place to sleep for the night and maybe some food. The donkey suggested that it might be a good idea if they sang for their supper. So they all started to sing. I'll let you in on a little secret. They could not sing at all. So they started singing, and it scared the bandits so much, with such an awful, awful noise, that all of the bandits ran away out into the woods because they were terrified. They thought they were being attacked. Well, since the bandits ran off, the animals decided that they were going to go in and that they were going to have some food. So they ate, and one by one they started to get a little bit sleepy. So the dog settled underneath the table, hoping for a few scraps to fall off. The rooster decided that he would nestle up on top of the table. The donkey settled down close to the door, and the cat settled down close to the hearth, the fireplace, where it was still a little bit warm. So all the animals fell asleep. Well, out in the woods, the bandits started talking. They thought that maybe they had been just a little bit silly in running away so fast without really seeing what was going on. And they were worried about all of their loot. So one bandit decided to go back to the house. It's the one we've got here. So he went back in, and he saw the cat by the fireplace. And the cat's eyes were glowing. So the bandit thought it was embers in the fireplace. So he tried to light a match. Well, it wasn't embers. It was the cat's eyes. And the cat was not happy, so it reached up and it clawed the bandit's face. The dog came running and bit the bandit around the ankle. The rooster started crowing, cock-a-doodle-doo! And then the donkey gave the bandit a kick right out the door. Well, the bandit ran back to tell all of his friends in the wood what had happened. He said that it was a witch with burning eyes that attacked him across the face. And then it was a huge, monstrous rat that bit his ankle. And then a ghost in a corner was yelling, "Cut him in two!" And somebody with a big club knocked him on the head as he went out the door. Well, we know the true story, that it was the 4 animals who attacked. It wasn't any awful spirits or witches or ghosts or anything like that. Well, as the story goes, the bandits were so scared they never came back to find their loot. And the 4 animals decided they were rather happy in the house. So they kept all of the loot to themselves, and they lived there happily ever after. Now, as for the poor people of Bremen, I don't know whether they were really all that upset or not, but they never got to hear these 4 fine, or not so fine, musicians sing. And that is the end. I hope that you enjoyed this story. If you would like to learn a little bit more about the Bremen Town Musicians, you can actually visit the website for the city of Bremen, the current city. Don't worry, they have it translated into English, so if you can't read German, it's okay. You can still see it and understand everything that's there. But the citizens actually put up a statue with the 4 animals, and it's right in the town square of the city. So if you would go to visit the website, you can see the actual picture of the statue and learn a little bit more about the history of the story and the town. I hope that you enjoyed our story today. I cannot wait to see you all again in person, but until we can do that, I look forward to seeing you the next time in a video this way. Take care and stay safe. Have a wonderful summer. If you haven't already, remember to sign up for the Summer Reading Club today. You can visit our website, washcolibrary.org. Take care. Bye.